So the new depths enhancements are out, and they are the reward for reaching the end of the Twilly's Dark Box questline that was started a few weeks ago. I'm not going to even attempt to try and go through the entire how to obtain them process here, as it would take up an incredible amount of time, and other people have already done a few guides on doing so. I'm going to try and link a few of those down below if you guys are interested in going through the whole process of trying to obtain these new enhancements, but be warned, it does require you to have almost, if not all, of the items out of your treasure chest to obtain them. But once you have obtained all of your treasure chest items, you can easily get the Dark Box items that you need to start on this quest line and go on this long and painful quest to get these new depths enhancements. And here we are, in the depths. You're going to click on this red dot here, just a little bit below it. If you click too high, you'll move into the next room and leave. And you see this shop. Here is where all the enhancements are, the Amulet of Darkness weapon enhancement, and the Spine of Darkness cape enhancements. You can also find 2 daggers here, a near stable one and the unstable one, which is now the most unstable weapon in the game, going from -15 to 75 by base, and the Mysterious Sprite's armor. There's also a note in here explaining what the enhancements do, telling you that they do have the sort of All Blast enhancements effect, where they can do 200% auto attack damage on your next attack, and it's a very slow chance proc, but it can increase your damage, making these enhancements basically a strict upgrade on both the Luck and Wizard All Blast enhancements, so that's really interesting. But this is where you actually get them. But with that being said, let's show off a little bit about the numbers and what these things do. So special thanks to my buddy Mole for helping me out with this, as I don't have every class in the game, and he helped me out by getting some numbers for me on some other classes that I didn't have to help me figure out how well Depths works. With these enhancements, as you can see on Ultra Omni Knight, the Depths enhancements is much better than both Wizard and Luck on this class, as it provides much higher intellect and luck than either of those enhancements could provide individually, and for a pure DPS burst class like Ultra Omni Knight, that is a massive benefit to the class. Intellect increases the damage your DOTs do, increasing the raw damage output of your spells, and giving you extra haste, which are all things that nuke classes, that these DPS classes really need. And the increased luck that you also get from the Depths enhancements will also make your crit multiplier higher, as well as increasing your crit chance, which are all things that, once again, a nuke class, a very high DPS class, needs in order to be successful. So as you can see here, in both a shorter fight and in a longer fight, the Depths enhancements do pull ahead of both Luck and Wizard individually. The same can also be said for Pyromancer. Pyromancer is a bit more of a PvP class, a bit more of a farming class, and Depths and Wizard also pulled ahead there, as the increased DOT damage that Intellect gives, because Intellect does increase DOT damage, also benefits classes like Pyromancer and Blazebinder significantly, making it the best choice for those classes as well. Now the interesting one is when we come to Scarlet. As you can see, Scarlet Sorceress did get a benefit from 2 Luck, 2 Depths. However, 2 Wiz, 2 Depths, and full Wizard actually tied in time, and also tied with 2 Wiz, 2 Luck. All of those times came in within margin of error of each other. And the only times that really set each other apart were full Luck and 2 Depths, 2 Luck, the latter of which coming out on top. And that's really interesting, as I personally love Scarlet Sorceress. It's my favorite class, but I have to preach and tell everybody don't use full Luck. Because yes, as you can see by the chart here, As you can see by the sheet here, it does increase your damage over the other builds. However, it is at a major cost of survivability. The Depths Enhancements overall loses you Endurance and Wisdom, both of which increase your survivability greatly. Wisdom increases how much your heals heal for, and Endurance simply increases how much damage you can take. Losing both of those stats by going with Depths and Luck does turn you into a bit of a glass cannon. While yes, you hit very hard, it is at the major cost of your durability. It's first and foremost a soloing class and is extra useful as a farming class for more powerful mobs. When you're trying to farm mobs that hit more than normal, it's very good because it is so durable, and sacrificing some of that durability in exchange for extra damage is not always the best case scenario. We also see a little bit of a different story when it comes to farming. When it comes to farming, 2 Wiz and 2 Depths pulled ahead of everything else. And I think this is mostly due to the increased hit chance that this build provides, as the increased intellect from the Depths increases your hit chance and DOT damage, which is primarily what you're relying on during farming. So what classes does the new Depths Enhancements help? Well, it's primarily DPS-based casters. Caster classes who are focused on DPS. Not Void High Lord, not Abyssal Angel. It's not for them. It's for pure DPS classes. Lightcaster, Elemental Warrior, Ultra Omni Knight, the Chrono classes, those kind of guys. As well as DOT classes, as the increased intellect gained increases the damage of DOTs as well, making it best in slot for things like Blazebinder, Pyromancer, and some other DOT-based classes. However, on average, many farming classes are not going to need this, support classes are not going to need this, a lot of soloing classes aren't going to need this, and if you're in PvP, you may want it for the increased hit chance, and crit damage, but once again, it comes down to a class-per-class basis whether you want it. Something like Classic LDK may want it, but new LDK I don't think wants it because its burst damage is not high enough to properly utilize the Depths Enhancements. So it's going to come down to a class-by-class basis as to whether the Depths Enhancements are really good for you and are going to be best for your class. So overall, the Depths Enhancements are good, and they are going to change things up. But you need to keep in mind what kind of class you're using and what kind of class you want to put them on to see whether they're actually going to be the best for you. With all that being said, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy this content and want to see more from me, please feel free to subscribe. If you guys want to leave a like, comment, anything like that, please do that all below. And, as always, this content is brought to you by your kind support over at Patreon. Thank you.